Coming up on First at 4, Governor Beshear gives an update on the recent storm damage, what we know about the number of tornadoes and weather-related deaths. Plus, people in Taiwan are in cleanup and recovery mode after being hit by the biggest earthquake to strike the island in more than 25 years.
Plus, we could see a few snow showers later tonight. Your first alert forecast on the way as Mountain News First at 4 starts now.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News First at 4.
Good afternoon, I'm Steve Hensley. After severe storms in parts of eastern Kentucky yesterday, people across the region are left with the aftermath today. WYMT's Madison Carmouche has more from West Liberty about how its history prepared them.
Both Morgan County officials and community members say that the severe weather threats that came through on Tuesday brought back a lot of those memories of that deadly tornado that hit West Liberty on March 2nd, 2012. Officials with the county say that the importance of preparing for severe weather is what makes all of the difference when it comes to a severe weather event.
I know you can talk about training. You're never really prepared when something like this happens, but all that training gets you ready and gets you in the frame of mind to meet that challenge when it comes. And I know you won't never be able to plan for everything, but getting in the right frame of mind so when it hits, you can come in and hit the ground running rather than trying to figure out what you're going to do when after it hits. Morgan
County Judge Executive Jim Gazay says that people should use that fear and that memory of that deadly tornado in March of 2012 as a factor to keep themselves weather aware when severe threats arise. But for now, in Morgan County, Madison Carmouche, WYMT Mountain News.
Morgan County officials say power was out for nearly 600 customers this morning, and they continue to restore it today. We'll have more on how some compared yesterday's weather to the day that took 6 lives in West Liberty 12 years ago later tonight. Governor Andy Beshear gave an update on storm damage across the state this afternoon. The governor said officials have been able to confirm several tornadoes touched down. The governor said they have also confirmed damage from just straight line winds in several counties across the state. The governor said officials will work to help everyone in the recovery process.
Just like every time, we will get through this and we'll get through it together. So many are hurting right now, and we want you to know that we will be there for you. Just like in the East and the West that have gotten hit before, we will rebuild every structure and every life.
Governor Beshear said one person in northern Kentucky died as a result of the storms, but no other deaths or injuries or serious injuries have been reported.
Well, thankfully, we have no severe weather issues on this Wednesday, but we are tracking some more light showers as we go into this afternoon. Up on First Alert Pinpoint Doppler, some hit or miss rain showers continue for the middle of this week, zooming into some heavier downpours in Owsley County, pushing into Lee County, not too far away from Beattyville. First Alert in Jackson and also in Breathitt County. We have some heavier showers pushing into your direction over the next little bit there. Some more light showers close to the Lake Cumberland area for Pulaski County, moving into Wayne, also McCreary and Whitley County at this hour. And in the Big Sandy Valley, same story. Some more light showers close to downtown Pikeville, also pushing into Letcher County at this hour. Those temperatures much cooler on this Wednesday. Most of us in the 40s and 50s, up to 48 in Jackson, 49 for Pikeville, and 50 in Somerset, also in Hazard at this hour. And check out this difference, about 15 to 20 degrees cooler right now than we were at this time on Tuesday. So some much cooler air will continue filtering into the region as we go into tonight. Most of us see middle to upper 30s as lows to wake up on your Thursday. So once we have the atmosphere cool to near freezing, we could possibly see a few snow showers or snow flurries by late this evening, also pushing into early parts of your Thursday. No impacts as ground temperatures are above freezing, but still a little bit of some wintry mischief to close out your Wednesday. Steve?
All right, Cameron, thank you. A deadly earthquake hit Taiwan early this morning, flattening buildings, trapping residents, and triggering mountain landslides. At least 9 people have been killed and more than 900 injured. And as Laura Aguirre reports, the threat is not over yet.
The early morning commute in Hualien County, Taiwan, shaken to a halt as a massive 7.4 magnitude earthquake rocked the island's eastern coast. This television studio and many buildings in the epicenter, a county of over 300,000 people, were left damaged or destroyed. Collapsing structures trapped people inside. Some were pulled to safety quickly, while frantic search and rescue efforts got underway to find others still known to be in the rubble or who were unaccounted for. Taiwan's National Fire Agency says some of the trapped are foreign nationals, as this mountainous region is popular with tourists, especially hikers. Several dozen people, they add, are believed trapped in collapsed or blocked highway tunnels, with the threat of continued landslides looming. The U.S. Geological Survey recorded about 30 aftershocks greater than 4.0 magnitude in the hours after the initial quake and warns more could happen in the days ahead. As of early Wednesday, all but one hospital across Taipei City, the island's capital just over 90 miles away, were operating normally, despite suffering varying degrees of structural damage, say local officials. The number of injured estimated at over 900 people and could climb, as may the death toll. President Joe Biden is monitoring the rescue and recovery efforts, confirmed a National Security Council rep, and the U.S. is standing by to offer assistance. I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
7 major earthquakes have hit Taiwan during the last 50 years. Prior to today, the most recent one was a 7.1 magnitude quake in 2006 in southern Taiwan. Maritime traffic is moving through a temporary channel near the Baltimore Bridge wreckage site. A tugboat pushing a fuel barge was the first through the new channel. It's one of 3 planned temporary routes to open access to the port of Baltimore. Today, Baltimore's mayor announced that the city will provide $1 million to support rehiring and retraining workers impacted by the key bridge collapse.
I want to be clear that this money is just an initial move. It is not nearly enough to cover all the businesses or the workers who will be impacted, but it is an important first step.
Meanwhile, new sonar images show the wreckage resting at the bottom of the Patapsco River. The tech is being used to help guide divers working in virtual darkness as they search for the bodies of workers who were on the bridge when it fell. Coming up on First at 4, we're learning more about the 7 aid workers who were killed by Israel's military in Gaza, why Israel says it was a case of mistaken identity.
And we stay cool through Friday before a warm up by next week. Your forecast coming up.